Hey everybody, Substatica here. Welcome back to Silent North, now available in early access for MetaQuest and PCVR. I'd like to thank the studio for providing us access to Silent North. And hey Iron Monkey, let me know how the video is and audio, if there are any issues. Starting off in the south again, and we are going to see if we can get kitted up. I really want to get a Mosin or the sniper rifle once more and see if we can get some distance shots. Now, the server is not as populated as it was yesterday. I think there's something like 13 players on this server at the moment. And we are in no friends mode, so going to try to kill anyone that I run into. Hey Infinity Gamer, how's it going? I have not had the pleasure of trying the Quest version. I have not heard of any performance issues on the Quest. I assume it runs as it does on PCVR. You know, the graphics aren't too intense. In the alpha playtest, they would only allow us to choose one platform. Otherwise, I would have chosen both Quest and PCVR and tried them both out. I will get around to trying out the Quest version, but it's just easier to stream the PCVR version, so here we are. Okay. Where are the zombies? There's always zombies. There's one. Bottle of water is good. Hey, Lycans. What about the Saints and Sinner codes? Oh. Somebody noticed us. Looks like maybe we got far enough away. Oh. They're coming around. I think maybe we can get into this house and close the door. There's no door. There's the door. Ooh, a hunting beanie. We'll just have to keep an eye out for that zombie, see if he comes in, but a hunting beanie will help keep us warm. Let's put that on. Okay. And then we have to get out of here. Hopefully the zombie isn't on the stairs. They are. Let's get this. Seems like they can't get up. Maybe we can jump over the side. Oh, damn it. Bad timing. Anything in here? There is a cabinet. This cabin is kind of messed up. Whoa, look at all that food. Alright. Let's keep moving to the north. Hey Andrew, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. We didn't check these smaller cabins, did we? I think we'll just keep going. I don't think we're going to find any weapons in there. Put our screwdriver back in our holster. How did that guy aggro to us? Well, he's not going to catch us on the road. So we'll just keep moving. Maybe he'll get bored. I was kind of curious. Oh yeah, we left him behind. I was kind of curious if we could get on top of the cars to get away from them, but we'll have to test that another time. Looks like Somebody's backpack up here. I'm guessing they fell. That's probably empty, since we're so far south. It is not empty. Wow, look at that. They've even got a frying pan. Now the items kind of dupe. They're not actually in those slots anymore since I've taken them, but it makes it a bit difficult to figure out what you've taken and what you haven't. Alright. Now we have frying pan over our shoulder, which I got one-shotted with a frying pan yesterday, so it's a pretty good melee weapon, even against players. Okay, let's just pull up the map for a second. We are going the right way. Okay, we could go up through Rastelcam. So let's just keep following the road. Usually when you follow a road, you'll pass through some military checkpoints, and you can gear up that way. It's good that we have a beanie, but we want some warmer clothes too. Well, the Walking Dead frying pan is much better than this one. They need to work on the sounds related to melee combat, as well as the collision feedback. Right now, there's no resistance, you just kind of swing, and I think there are some hit sounds, but not very good. It gets the job done, but the melee is not very satisfying at the moment. Hopefully it'll get there. Okay, we've got a fire station or a gas station or something here. Where are the zombies? They must be on the other side of the station. There's an apple. Another hunting beanie. I don't need a second one. Did that water drop? It did. Sometimes you can distance grab, other times you can't. Okay, we're getting lots of food. Strange. There should have been zombies around there. Okay. We could go down this way. Probably faster. Let's do that. Oh, there's a deer over there. I don't feel like chasing a deer just now. But the steaks are good meat. That's another thing, I don't have a knife to harvest the deer, so there's no point. Sometimes you spawn with a screwdriver, other times you spawn with a kitchen knife. And we got the screwdriver spawn. Okay. Couple farms. Is that a player over there? I mean a dead player, or just cattle. Gotta get the right run up to jump these fences. There we go. Okay, med injector. MP5. Why, thank you. That's a nice find. Whoa. Look at this. Okay. We only need one, so we'll toss that one. And just taking the magazines out to see how much ammo we have and to make sure that it's loaded. Okay. And water bottle. And we can actually use the same ammo for our MP5, which is now also loaded. Okay. But we dropped the water bottle. Use our other hand. There's a haptic when you hold something over your backpack, so you have to wait for the haptic to trigger. Before you release, or it just falls on the floor. All of the grip interactions kind of have a bit of a lag, so you have to pause. You can't rush your grip interactions or you end up dropping things or just not grabbing them. This is a lot of farms. Is this? If this is where I think it is, then there's a military crate in here. Cool. It also is quite a busy area, if that's the case. There's another military crate behind this house, I think. But let's check the cabinets first. Another 2 Rugers. Okay. No. Why can I not grab my MP5? There we go. That was a bit strange. Alright, we got another crate here. But nothing in it. We'll take shotgun ammo for now. I very rarely run the shotgun. Hunting outfit. Let's take... That should have some insulation, although seems like it makes us a bit easy to see. Alright. Moving right along. It's getting dark. Could check this barn as well. Can we? Oh, that one's not open. Okay, I think the hunting outfit we got is good enough insulation to get us further north. Okay. There's another zombie, and I don't know if that's a player or a zombie. Let's go around. I don't think I've checked this barn. Let's have a look. Or is that the first one we checked? Must be. There's no way to do PvE only, unless you just join a server with no one in it. I'm still evaluating the PvP. During the alpha playtest, there weren't really enough players to get a lot of PvP in. Yesterday, we did a lot of knife fighting and fighting with cricket bats. And then I went up north, got kitted out with all the best weapons, and ended up getting killed by a player with a frying pan. So I think they have to work out some balance issues, as well as tweak some of the armor stats. So both outfits and hats can have armor ratings. Okay, I probably should have taken the other tunnel. It's a better approach to the next town, so let's do that. This car tunnel takes you into town on kind of a lower level, whereas the train tunnel takes you into town at a higher level and you get kind of an overwatch position. So let's do that. We'll see if we can make it to the airbase again, because that's really the only guaranteed spawn for getting basically your choice of weapons. And a different outfit would be nice. This hunting outfit is a little bright. Okay. Now, there can easily be zombies by these houses. And I can't really see them right now. We'll just have to run if we aggro any. I don't want to fight them. Pretty dark here. In a lot of places it's not that dark at night, but here, quite dark. Okay, so the bulk of the town is just down there. We can have an overwatch at the top of this hill by this tunnel entrance, but we don't have anything to really take a shot down. I don't see anything. I don't see any flashlights. I don't see any movement. So, let's keep moving. Pretty quiet. Okay. Sun's coming up, I suppose. We're not getting cold yet. We could stop and have something to eat. Let's just find a spot that has good sight lines. They gotta change these wall textures. Just looks bizarre having this cobblestone looking wall on the roads. Okay, let's stop at those rocks. I think this should take us to the airfield. I'll check the map in a second. "13 players on the map, and we haven't run into any." That tells me that someone's likely going to be at the airfield. Okay. Tuck ourselves in here. Have ourselves a snack. Okay. That's enough food. Something to wash it down. Okay. Stats are good. Oh yeah, let's check the map. Yep, we are heading to the airfield. Okay, I see where we are. We're gonna skip over the road to the other side then. So there's that gas station and a couple cabins that if you're going to the airfield, you pass by these. I don't really need anything from them right now, although if they had a better outfit, that would be nice. Thought maybe I saw movement there. But we're likely to find the military outfit at the airfield, so let's go for that. We're not getting cold, which means the hunting outfit that we have is providing us some insulation, as predicted. Okay, we'll head across the north side of the lake. Check the radio station. Pretty exposed here. Doesn't seem as misty as it did yesterday. I didn't think the weather was dynamic, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's a time of day thing. So little cover. A little further and we'll be in the mist, I think. Or the fog. Military checkpoint across the lake. Where are the zombies? They must be on the other side of the radio station. Oh, there's one. Okay, no new outfit yet. Just one zombie. Aim point sight we can put on our MP5, although we're going to find lots of sights and nothing else. Okay. Not great loot, but all the loot's at the airfield. Now, as always, the question is, do we hit the ATC compound or the warehouses? Let's head for the ATC compound. That should tell us if someone's been here recently. can't even see the warehouses. Super slow if we crouch, but then you can't hear our footsteps. Okay, that chest is closed. But empty. I don't hear anything. Everything empty is not a good sign. Okay, well, shotgun ammo. This looks like it's been picked over. Let's head upstairs. That's better. But I need a better outfit. If someone's here, they're gonna have a military outfit. Police outfit. Let's take it while we're here. I want to keep the hunting. Spending a lot of time. Okay. There's a military outfit. So we'll ditch the police. Take the military. But now we need better weapons, which I'm surprised we haven't found any in here. Could just be bad luck. Okay, zombies there. Let's go around. I mean, the zombie being out there is actually a good sign. Where is he now? It's like he despawned. Okay, on to the warehouses. Whoa. Okay, let's move in case anyone heard that. Not quite sure where we picked him up. Unless he was invisible. Okay. Pretty clear now. This is like DayZ more than Ghosts of Tabor, so it's not a raid, there's no extraction. You just try to survive as long as you can. There's basically zombies to contend with, but you don't really have to worry too much about them unless you get into a firefight with zombies around, and then you might aggro them and have to deal with other players and the zombies. But it's the zombies and the cold, and then other players are the major problems. There should be some zombies on the tarmac here, but they generally don't spawn in the warehouses. Okay. This is where we get geared up. Unless someone is just ahead of us. Empty. These should not all be empty. That's concerning. See a zombie over there. Couple, so we have some protection at least. Zombie alarm system. This doesn't make any sense. Even if there was another player, they wouldn't empty out these chests. There'd be a bunch of things left over that they didn't want. Okay. We have an ACOG now, so hopefully we can get a sniper rifle. Let's peek out every so often. I don't see anyone. We got the zombies covering the entrance. I think I have enough aim points. Another Ruger. Okay, next warehouse. I don't see anyone. Med injector. Come on. Slow reveal. What is that? I mean, I guess I'll take this since we don't have anything better to go over our shoulder at the moment, but look at that. Drop the magazine right out. Okay. Pistol ammo, rifle ammo, no heavy ammo. They really reduce the spawn rate on the heavy ammo. That's used by the Mosin, the Psycho, I think it is, the heavy sniper rifle, and the FAL. Don't need a machete. Another Ruger, another aim point. No. That was weird. Was that our sidearm? I guess it was. I don't know how we grabbed that. Are we charged? Yeah. Okay. Any crates in the center? No, I think we're good here. No M4, no FAL. No Seiko. There's a Mosin. I haven't found one of them in a while. Now, how did the magazine come out of that? I wonder if that's a bug. I don't know of any giveaways happening for the game right now. We have no heavy ammo, so we can't even fire the Mosin. Another MP5. Another aim point, don't need that. Every once in a while it sounds like the footsteps aren't mine. Yeah, the airfield's kind of on the right side. About, 2/3 up the map. And this is where all the loot is, just warehouses and warehouses, although I'm not having very good luck. But thankfully it goes on and on and on. Ooh. Medium. What are we wearing? Are we wearing medium? Yep. Okay. Now the zombies do wander in here once in a while, so we gotta be careful. Oh, there's a crate out front we can check. Aim point, machete, pistol ammo. Let's check that crate out front if there's no zombies. There's some heavy ammo. Okay, let's duck back in here. We could use something to eat too. I don't think we can put the ACOG on the Mosin. We shouldn't be able to, but this game's strange with scopes right now, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, okay. So now we have to load it. Okay. Now the Mosin won't go in its slot. Let's do it this way. Do we still have our scope this way? We do. Okay. Some of the weapons don't want to go in the back slot. Alright, then we're going to have something to eat. I don't know how long items persist on the ground. My guess is not long. So I don't know if stashing items just on the ground is feasible. Okay, we're good for food. I mean, I'd really like a FAL or an M4. It's going to be difficult to navigate the airfield if it gets really dark because we'll end up aggroing a bunch of zombies. There are some in this kind of... There's a bit of a maze up here, I think. Let's head to these warehouses. I think we can go into these. Not these small ones, but the larger ones. Okay, not this one. I'm sure there are more warehouses that we can enter. Not this one either. Okay. Last one. Hey Turtle King, good to see ya. Man, the grab positions are really strange. Takes a couple tries just to get the support grip. Okay, some zombies down there. Must be those warehouses over there that we can go into. That's the kind of maze of tents. Whoa. That's 2 players right there. They see me? AS Val, they got the good weapons. Well, that's how fast it happens. I don't know if the other guy was flanking me. I wasn't expecting them to come in from the east side of the airfield there. Okay, we are back in the south. Let's check the map. Oh, now it's up to 23 players. Actually, we're not that far. But we don't have any of our gear. If we want to continue north, we're going to have to find some heavy weather gear. I considered switching to the Mosin there, but then I would have had one shot, really. The bolt cycle on the Mosin is not ideal yet, let's say. Okay, any zombies around here? I mean, there's got to be, but I don't see them yet. Okay, that helps. Any ammo? No. And an ACOG. That's a pretty good roll for our first tent. Okay, zombie right there. Pistol ammo. Okay. I keep hearing noises. Whoa, there's a bunch of zombies on this side, so let's head around to the side opening of the military base. Sun's coming up. Two MP5s. Okay, we may aggro the zombies. Come into this chest. Okay, nothing in it. Pistol ammo. Okay, let's get out of here. Don't want to linger in those little military checkpoints if you don't have to. Alright. So, where are we going? Straight up this way. But we either need a lot of food or better clothing if we actually want to go very far north. I'm sorry to say I don't know that either, Jeff. How long it takes for items to respawn at loot locations, I think you're asking. And I'm not sure. Yesterday I looted the airfield there, and then I checked a place that I'd looted before the airfield about 20 to 30 minutes later, and it was still empty. The containers were still open, so I'm not even sure if loot does respawn, like for each player. Okay, should we be going up here? Probably not. Let's check our map again. Yeah, okay. So this is the direction we want to go. It's easy to get disoriented climbing these hills. I believe so. If you take something, then I believe that loot container is empty for the next person. But it's not closed from what I'm... Excuse me, it's not open from what I've seen. So it seems like it hasn't been looted, but it really has. Like, a fair number of those airfield containers were empty. And I've never seen that before, especially on the air traffic control buildings. But they're also adjusting loot tables and things with updates, so it's hard to say. Alright, I think that's a collapsed tunnel. We'll have to check our map again once we get there. I think we head through here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This is going to be a pretty popular corridor, I think. I think I'm on, I don't know, North America 5 or something like that. I don't think you can spawn with your teammates, but, you know, if you're on Discord or something like that, you can coordinate and just go to the same place in-game. You'll both start in the south somewhere. Whoa. I just lost my MP5. I kind of slipped on the terrain here. Ah, there it is. And it just tossed the weapon out of my hands. Which I guess is somewhat realistic if you were to fall. Okay, we got a campsite up there. You can sometimes get a shotgun at campsites. Okay, we're not getting cold yet. I was at this campsite before. Whoa. A lot of food. What is that? Oh, frying pan. I guess I'll take it. I don't have anything over the shoulder at the moment. And we get a chest. Hunting camo skin mask. That sounds fun. Maybe some insulation. Am I a lady? Okay, let's get out of the campsite and then we'll check our map again. Just hang out by a tree for a second. Alright. This is a good direction if we want to get back to the airfield, but that little hunting mask may not provide enough warmth for us to get over the mountains here. Those players might be coming back this way if they're heading south after looting the airfield. We'll probably start seeing our temperature drop soon. Oh, I don't want to go up here. Heading up into the snowy mountains is usually the beginning of the end. This is probably going to be my last life for this stream. Okay, we have a bit of a path here we could follow. Temperature's not dropping yet. I don't think I've ever approached the airfield from the east. Okay, there's just a big rock in our path. Is that a cabin up there? Or a rock? Okay. Still not getting cold. Maybe this hunting mask provides more than it seems. We don't have any sticks either, so we can't light a wood stove to get warm. Okay. Oh. Little hunting resort up here. Still not cold. There's a stick bundle, so that's good to have. Probably some zombies up here. Nothing in there. I don't see any zombies, which is odd. Mushrooms are good. In the pack with you. Okay. This is the PCVR version, but I mean the graphics are simple, kind of Saints and Sinners style. They're not really going for realistic, so I would think the Quest version is very similar. I wouldn't worry about that. I'll get the Quest version at some point and try it out. Let's take the ammo, toss the Ruger. Is that it? Okay, let's check the map. Just do it inside. Whoa, is that where we are? Okay. Well, we are heading the right direction. Airfield's basically here. So, if we can head this direction, which I'm not sure that we can. This looks like a dead end. Like, legit dead. And I'm only carrying my weapon because of those players we kind of ran into north of here. Yeah, I don't imagine we'll get through here, but maybe there's another point of interest? No. Okay, where are we gonna go? We're still not getting cold. Could use a bit of food and drink. Let's see what's over here. Try to find a path around. That does not look promising. I don't want to get down there and find that there's no way down. Plus, that's not even the direction we need to go, right? Yeah, that's kind of the opposite way. Tricky. Alright, let's head back up to these cabins. Maybe we can go north on the other side of this peak. Well, it does have quantity of map. The map is about 40 kilometers squared. I mean, that's probably how we came through here. I can try climbing. I'm likely to just fall to my death if I can even get up here. No, I can't get up this spot. It seems like we might have to backtrack, which is a tough pill to swallow, but that's interesting over there. Let's head for that. There are military checkpoints up in the mountains here. I don't mean these mountains specifically, but the mountains in general in the game. It's not just cabins. And I think I've been here before. I think there's a radio station at the top of this. Whoa! Okay, we can still get that. I don't see any radio station though. No zombies either. Okay, we got a fridge. Now, the intention in the game is that you can kind of make a place like this your base by, you can fill up the stash, and then there's a keypad on the door that you're supposed to be able to set a code for, but I haven't had much luck. Let's try it out again. Okay. Close it up, get our button pressing finger. 1. I don't know why that's not working. Clear. Can't seem to press the 3. So 1, 2. Okay. Let's clear again. 1. Yeah, as you can see, needs some work. Okay. Winter beanie. That's probably better. Warmth. I'll take the shotgun ammo just because I don't have anything better at the moment. Okay. That's got to be warmer since it has winter in the name. And I think that's it for these locations. This is kind of a shed-like thing, a feed shack or something. What the heck was that? It's like I broke the door. Handcuffs. Set of handcuffs in every bedroom. Okay. Pistol ammo. Pistol ammo. Lots of pistol ammo. Okay, I think that is it. We could take the bleach. Apparently you can force feed players bleach for laughs. Gonna have to take a firearms safety course. I keep dropping it. Okay, let's head up here. I don't see anything up here, but maybe we'll just get a better view. Okay, I'm seeing our body temperature start to drop. See that little thermometer? We got some blue creeping up, and when that gets all the way around, almost seemed like there was a player in that cabin before it rendered in. But we're not going to do much from over here. Okay. Looks like maybe there's some structures down there. I guess that's our way through. It's down there. It's a way at least. You can carry, as many sidearms as will fit in your pack. They just take up a slot, and then you can carry a sidearm on your hip holster. As for long guns, you can carry one over your shoulder and then one on your chest. And that's your kind of max loadout. I vaguely remember this path, but I remember climbing up it more than heading down. When we get to the bottom, I'll check the map. It may not be the direction we want to go, but I don't really see another way off the mountain there, and at least it's not the way we came. We must be going north because the temperature is still dropping. A full outfit would be nice. Right now we just have the beanie. But we do have lots of sticks, so what is going on here? We got a wall rendered in the air. Okay. I don't see any zombies. Is there nothing in here? Not even a wood stove. check the second floor. And nothing in here either. Just closing this in case there are zombies around. A chest. Oh, there is an upstairs. Maybe we'll get a wood stove here. Pistol ammo. Not that I need it. Fridge is facing the wrong way. Okay, we actually have to move or we're going to end up freezing because there's no wood stove in here and our temperature is still dropping. So let's sling the firearm and figure out how we're not going to freeze to death. Now the zombies spawn in. We came from that side. This side looks like a dead end. Let's check the map. Alright, maybe we can get up here. If we can, then it's the way to the airfield. But we're gonna have to start eating to stay alive. Start with the apple. Okay. I don't know if I can do this in the dark. I can't really see the slope properly. Okay. What next? Mushrooms are good. We may just end up dying here. Sometimes the mountains will straight up kick you off. But it does look like this was intentional. Okay, we gotta try to ration our food. Not waste it. Unfortunately, we're still going up, which means it's not like we'll be warm at the top. Stick bundle. Okay. Okay, we need to find where we're going now. Can we get down here? There's the airfield. Whoa, that's it for us. Well, we saw the airfield. And then we fell. I wasn't even sure we'd be able to get down at the end of that one ridge there. Here we are back in the south. I see a campground over there, but that's going to be it for today. This has been Silent North, currently available in early access for MetaQuest and PCVR on Steam. I'd like to thank the developers for providing me access to Silent North. And if you haven't already, take a minute to click the S in the corner to subscribe. Heading for 100,000 subscribers. I'd love to have you on the team. Also like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video or of the game. Remember, it's early access. The devs are watching these streams, reading the comments, making changes to the game, and that means that you can help influence how this game turns out in its final form. If you're interested in getting 10 to 20% off your MetaQuest games and apps, including Silent North, you can use the link in the description and you'll be supporting this channel at the same time. Thanks everybody for hanging out and for watching, and we'll catch you next time.